another video in the same day. Listen. Hey, y'all. Hey. This is your girl, the Philly Bruja. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Now I'm streaming directly from my phone. This is going to be fast. Hopefully less than 10 minutes. That's all I really got. Come on. And one more time, gated community and others, because this is actually information outside of our little gated community. And it's outside of the YouTube streets, okay? So peace and blessings to you all. This is not going to be long. I'm just letting these notifications go out quickly. So maybe some of you guys have heard of Amanda from the Soft White Underbelly, right? So I still been following that to see, what was going on and how that was going, because I never believed any of the stuff they were trying to sell, right? So, hey, how are you? Hey, y'all, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Thank you kindly. Hello, peace and blessings. We're going to make this a quick one because this is just for informational purposes only, okay? This is just my experience and what I've seen happen, because I've done lives before in regards to recovery and rehab and sober living and all of that other stuff. The question had came up because I do step outside and tiptoe into other parts of the YouTube streets, right? Especially when I'm looking for something good to listen to while I'm working. So, anyway, I've been keeping up with the Amanda case, right? It's not really a case, but I've been keeping up with the whole situation. I'm never bored what they were selling. So, the topic in the conversation had came up about the Florida Shuffle. What is the Florida Shuffle? Well, let me tell you. And I told the content creator, yes, the Florida Shuffle is very, very, very real. It's 100% real. Now, this is going on, I want to say, I only began hearing of it around 11 years ago, okay? And of course, with this huge surge of drug epidemic that we're having, the opioid crisis and things of that nature, with that is going to come your charlatans and things of them, things of that kind. You know what I mean? Where they made a huge crackdown on narcotics, right? The pill mills and stuff like that. They did a crackdown on all of that, but what started popping up and what's popping up and what's going on right now is this. Then this is not to deter anyone from going to get recovery and help. I'm just saying do your research, right? Because the Florida Shuffle is real. What is the Florida Shuffle? What happens is they get a hold of addicts, right? Specifically addicts with good insurance, that kind of thing, and they kind of use like the Baker Act to force these people to continuously be in treatment. So right now, I want to say from 11 years ago till now, they had it wasn't really regulated as far as recovery homes and sober living homes and programs, right? So basically, they went ahead and they start putting up all these different recovery and sober living houses all over the place. So remember when I had told you all, when I was doing my internship way before I switched fields, right? There would be times where they would go ahead and ship patients who were inpatients, right? Inpatient folks. Once their like detox and all that other stuff was over with, and hold on, I got distracted by something. I'm sorry, y'all. Once their detox was over, or the allotted time was over, they would ship these people to Florida, where they were supposed to be getting all of this excellent help and things of that nature. What winds up happening is the folks go down there, right? All from all over. And these places, some of these places damn near looks like a bando. And they can go anywhere from $500 to $600 a day to up to like 1,000 or more. So you think about that. You can do the math on that, on how much that is a month that an insurance company would pay for someone to get help for alcohol and drugs. So it's like, yes, it's like a revolving door, right? This is why it's called the Florida Shuffle, because there are tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of places like this, specifically in Florida, and it is still unregulated. Okay, and you can literally like have someone Baker Act and put into these programs, and if your insurance is going to pay for it, they're going to keep putting you on this 30-day, 60-day, 90-day shuffle. And they're going to shuffle you to all these other different recovery and sober living houses and shit like that, right? Um, that's a hustle, y'all. And the bad part about this is there has been so many crimes that has taken place. They had you can the counselors, the mental health people, it'll be like somebody who literally just got clean themselves, right? Because at the end of the day, the people are just numbers. They're not considered patients where they're actually going to get help and things of that nature. They're not going to get no help. They got addicts running these active folks in active in addiction, right? And they shuffle them around to the different recovery houses, to the sober houses, sober living, yada yada yada, and they push them all around, all around, all around, because the people are just a money. It's a money grab. So if you're paying $500 to $1,000 a day, you do the math. They're recycling, and they even have it. They even have, excuse me, they have something that's called addict hunting, where they'll go out and find addicts, specifically usually with great insurance, and they'll force them to get recovery. And it's not recovery. That's not what the hell is going on here. There has been reports. Go ahead and feel free to Google. I don't have time to pull all that stuff up. You can go ahead and Google it, where people were being held against their will, trafficked, and also drugged. Yes. So you have these people who open up these recovery houses. Sometimes they look terrible, you like a bando, right? And the person will get into like a cycle, a revolving door of fake recovery, because the only thing that they're really looking for is that insurance premium to be paid out to them. So yes, the Florida Shuffle is very, very, very real. I can't tell you how many patients was sent down to Florida for, a little bit more inpatient treatments, but with freedom. So you're talking about like a sober living house, that kind of environment. So they would go get on ship down there, and one of the things that I would hear, right, and if anyone has been into a recovery home or anything like that in Florida, I don't have the exact name of this place at the moment because it was so long ago. They literally had like a bar. There's a couple blocks away from this particular rehab, right? Or a sober living house. And down the street from the sober living house, you had a bar where when the person turned in their 30-day, 60-day, 90-day chip, they go and take it to the bar, and that's what they will get their first couple drinks for free. Is that not crazy? Yes, they do target veterans and single moms. The demographic for this really is like the women, because they get the women into trafficking, okay? And then they're going to dope you up. There has been reports. You can look this up. This is not alleged. This person was convicted of this. He was tying the women to the beds in the said recovery houses, and forcing them into prostitution. Okay, so it's very real. It is so real, and people were like, "Is it real? Is this?" Yes, yes. Listen, anywhere where you can find a bag, you're gonna find, evil people to do its bidding, right? But it's very real. They literally would turn in their chip for their 30, 60, 90 days whenever they got released, okay? And turn the chip in at this particular bar. I don't know how many, I don't even know if they still do it. I'm going off the information from like 11 years ago, 11 or 12. And you turn that chip in and they give you a couple drinks on them. Really? Wow. Like that's the setup. And God forbid you get the courts to agree to, someone to have the right to Baker Act you and be your guardian or whatever the case may be. And yeah, you might agree to go to rehab for 30 days, but because of this whole Florida shuffle thing, your ass could be in there for almost a goddamn year because they're cycling. They're cycling you around to different sober and recovery places. So again, I think that recovery is a beautiful thing. I think it's brave. Um and getting to the point to realize that you need, professional help is a wonderful thing. That is a huge step in anyone's journey. I just want to say before, and they don't do this just in Florida now. I remember it was just a lot of that shit going on in Florida because I'm pretty sure by now this kind of operation has branched out in different metropolitan areas across the whole United States. Okay. It's a money grab. They don't look at these people as people. They're just objects, okay? And they want to get that premium from the insurance company. So make sure you do your homework, especially if you going through detox and stuff like that, and they want to go ahead and get you over to a different kind of living sober kind of way of living, being, you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. Be mindful. Do your research before you just allow them to ship you off some goddamn way. Oh my gosh. Like when the lady was like, what is this Florida shuffle? Is it real? Like, yes. I'm screaming like, yes, yes, yes. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. Yes, 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 it's real. Oh my gosh. And send these beautiful they send these young women, oh, I'm going to Florida. Oh my God, I can't tell you how many patients. I'm going to Florida. Yeah, I'm gonna finish out my recon changing people, places, and things. When it's all a setup. Especially if you got good health insurance. Okay. All right, y'all. This is just my message for today. Let me go ahead. Well, my second message, which means I'm probably not going to go live at all the rest of this week, okay? Yeah, we only back for a second. You can go ahead and red ball it back if you need to. I'm just talking about what the Florida shuffle is. I wanted to just come out here to all the people who sick and suffering or have loved ones who are sick and suffering. I want you to be mindful because that Florida shuffle is real. Again, revolving door. They can get you in there for 30, 60, 90, up to a year, depending on if you were Baker acted or even if you went voluntarily or whatever. And they're not real recovery houses. They're not real sober living. In fact, they'll have people in active addiction working there. They'll have them actually trying to sponsor, if you will, people who are trying to live sober and clean. Okay, it's quite ridiculous. It's frightening because some of the women has been trafficked. I'm pretty sure some men too, okay? So I'm just saying, be mindful, do your research. When they start talking that, let me ship you to Florida, or do your research when they start talking about transitioning you into a recovery home. Make sure you cross all your T's and dot all your I's, okay? Yes, they have EXO. That's why I brought up the whole Florida. I just said that in the beginning. I brought up the whole Florida shuffle. Because people didn't realize that it was a thing. Yeah, it's definitely a thing, and I've been keeping up with Amanda's story here and there when I can. See, I be outside of this particular little sector and things like that. Yes. So yeah, it's real. Be mindful. Be careful. You know what I mean. And stay sucker free, all of that good stuff like that. I'm about to head on get something to eat, man. It's lunchtime. Let me say. Yeah, Amanda, I didn't know sis, but goddamn if I didn't feel it like I knew her. And yeah, that's like the new scam. Well, not new. Hey G5, it's not new. It's definitely not new. But it's just now, coming to the forefront, really, for real. But they call it, the Florida Shuffle. It's just the new scam to get to get money, traffic people. It's horrible. Go ahead if you want to go down that rabbit hole. I don't have enough time to pull it all up. Oh yeah, my fast been over. That's a whole funny story within itself. I'll share that with you another time. Yeah, I lasted quite a few days. Um, and all like that. I can't wait a minute. Hold on. I need to stay focused. Um, yeah, it's been around forever, and I'm kind of glad that it's coming more to the forefront now, so they can crack down on it even more. If you don't have I don't have a chance to drop the links and stuff, but you can go ahead and just in Google Florida Shuffle. On YouTube, you can put Florida rehab scam, something like that. You can see a whole bunch of stuff. Now, they didn't call it the Florida Shuffle, but that's exactly what it is. Okay? Hey, Bossola, what's good? Did I say G5? G5. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just be careful. Do your research. All right? I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't know what heaven and hell. I'm gonna get the fuck about it. I'm out. Peace.